Step into the light. Good morning. It's first thing in the morning here on a Friday morning here at the Live and Learn Gratitude Show. We start off our day with a gratitude list. I start off this gratitude list with what I call a format that I call the patented Sully Foundation system, patent pending. And I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man my age, my sobriety in whatever form that takes today, with its wins and losses, its peaks and valleys, its ups and downs, its highs and lows. It's the road that I am on. And also, I am most grateful for the U.S. military, all of our active service members, all of our veterans, and especially those who paid the ultimate price and sacrifice for the good of the nation, our country, our way of life, our culture, our borders, the American dream, the American way. God bless us all. It is first thing in the morning, not even 5 a.m., and it's Live and Learn, the Gratitude Show. We also do something called, on Fridays, called Apolitically Incorrect, the anti-politics show. I used to have a huge political acumen. I used to be very interested, very engaged, very erudite. Used to watch all the political shows, an NPR junkie, Meet the Press on Sundays, Don't Bother Me from 10:30 to 11:30. I used to read the op-ed section of the paper every day, and the Sunday paper as well. That's the opinion editorial section. And I let it go in the Buddhist way. I just let, because all these attachments you have to all of these ideas, all these ideologies, all these these players, all these, and their outcomes, and the attachment to the outcomes with hope or worry. If you're hoping for this bill to get passed, if you're worrying about this current administration, if that's still attachment. That's one of the biggest parts of attachment. And the Buddha suggests the middle path, and that the world is suffering, and your suffering comes from your attachments to these things. So one of the remedies to cure your own personal suffering is to let go of your attachments. Don't give up, but let go of your attachments to such things. So I've become a lot less politically minded. I'm still keen. I still keep, an interest, I guess. And but I no longer have political debates with people. I'm not even comfortable talking politics with my friends, because I am the worst. I am a fence sitter. I mean, I'm neither red nor blue. I'm neither A nor B. I reject both of your ideologies. I reject both of your directions. I mean, I'm weird. I think it's the 21st century, and by the time we get a 21st century way to do things, it's going to be the 22nd century, and we're all not going to be here to see it, in action. Sorry. I mean, you have you have conservative Republicans trying desperately to fix the damage done by the progressive Democrats. It reminds me of just like the Disney Star Wars sequels, how Rian Johnson screwed it all up by trying to, do his progressive subversion of expectation in The Last Jedi, Episode 8, and then J.J. Abrams comes back for Episode 9 and kind of selectively ignores things and tries to rip it all out to fix it his way. And it just and in the end, it all didn't work. And it's such an unfair thing to do to Star Wars, to compare it to American politics. So this is Apolitically Incorrect Friday. It is. So what happened this week? This week in Trump's America, right? the orange man bad. I'm going to say this again, because I used to say it back between 2016 and 2020. Trump is the best thing that's ever happened to progressive Democrats. He is your boogeyman. He is your big bad. He is your target. He is your example. He snowballs your Napoleon. That's a George Orwell Animal Farm reference. Or because I know you want to see Trump as Napoleon, and someone like AOC or Jasmine Crockett or Presley or Ilhan Omar or any of these, they call the squad or the clique or whatever, the Mean Girls, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, chicks deserve to be in politics. Chicks deserve to lead as well if they're competent and if they can do a good job. So what's happened this week in the news? What did Trump do this week? And listen, I'm not a Trump voter. My vote is none of your fucking business. And I wish we can go back to somewhere like, hey, guess what? My vote is none of your business. Your vote is none of my business. Why don't you keep that information to yourself? And I don't believe in everything is political and you must take a side. Like I just said, I don't agree with either one of your sides. And I have my own side. And in addition, the world is a spheroid. It doesn't have sides. It's roundish. And I'd like to give the world a hug. I don't know. We got. You had almost every European leader. First Trump met with Vladimir Putin to talk about what they can do to solve the Ukraine situation. And then the next day, or following that, President Zelensky, and he put on a suit. Wow, he didn't wear a tie, the little punk. Fucking theater kids. But at least he put on a suit this time. He had a blazer and an Oxford shirt, I guess, a collared shirt. And, you had Keir Starmer showed up. You had Emmanuel Macron, the Prime Minister of France. You had, the dreamy Georgia, what's her name? Oh, Jesus. The Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni. I love her. Oh, she's age-appropriately cute. And where's my fucking bus? Do I have to start walking? I think I should start walking. Yeah. It's time to start walking. It's good for the blood. Gets your circulation going. I got a stone in my shoe too. But guess who wasn't? I was like, and the president of Poland was not there. Why? This is interesting because you're talking about Ukraine. The word Ukraine kind of, and like that Russo-ish kind of, etymologies. And so I've heard. Ukraine means like borderland. And what's next to Ukraine? Besides Russia, the other side, Poland. Now, Poland and Ukraine have been going back and forth with Russia between their own independence, being absorbed by like greater, what Russia, what we know is Germany, or different empires in the day. Nikita Khrushchev of the Soviet Union, the premier of the Soviet Union in 1956, gave Ukraine its independence. But before that, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. And that whole eastern part of Ukraine, they're like ethnically, culturally, and language-wise, they're They're Russian in a way. They use Russian. It's like, so it's like, is that the bus? Oh shit, it's the bus. I'm running. I'm running. It's red light. Good morning.
You know, a little bit.
Cool.
Wait for these computers to upload the files so
Uh-huh.
they can track it. Otherwise, I'd have to get another bus. I'm like, come on.
Well, good to see you all the same. Happy Friday.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, he's already walking. As soon as I saw you weren't there, I knew you'd be up further. This is my last day doing this mine.
Uh-huh.
We got to switch next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome, but you might still get me.
Oh, that's
You know,
cool.
If you missed this one or whatever, I think
Uh-huh.
the one after that.
Oh, boy. And, so we'll see what happens there.
At least did you get your coffee?
Oh, I drink my coffee first thing.
Yeah, I do that too. Before I even leave the house, I already
Please
have
hold
my
on while
coffee.
remain seated while the bus is moving.
Stop requested.
And here we are. Whew.
Personnel Street. Quincy Avenue Station.
Hey, you have a great weekend.
You too. God bless
you.
and drive safe. And I hope
I
to see you soon,
absolutely
sir.
try. Absolutely.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Bus, 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 bus. Bus, bus, bus. Bus, bus, bus. Alrighty, so where were we? Poland. Yeah, so the president of Poland was not there. Now, what's the difference between Poland and the rest of Europe at this point? Poland is one of the nations that has kept its border secure. And they're very persnickety and finicky and picky on who they let in. They do not have an immigrant crisis because they remained vigilant. And it's Poland. They've been steamrolled so many times by different nations over the course of their history. Of course, they're a little bit gun shy and be like, fuck you. Can't blame them. It's like, you know, an abused dog being skittish and won't let you pet him. You're like, hey, you gotta be, you know, gotta come right or don't come at all. So Poland does not have the same issues as Britain, Germany, France. You know, Italy's trying desperately to get its head out of its own ass when it comes to that. Giorgia Meloni is kind of this conservative firebrand when it comes to that. Waiting for the elevator. Here we go. So yeah, why wasn't Poland invited? Were they invited and they just didn't show up? Because you can only enter the Oval Office on such an occasion if you were invited. But, you know, hey, Trump's trying to make peace over there. And I always come back to the point where it's like, oh, I wonder what President Harris would be doing. You know, I like to keep myself up at night in terror. See, that's mean. I'm sorry. Oh, you're such a misogynist. Maybe at this point, jeez. You had my luck dating. The price of groceries at the marketplace. I think the price of eggs is about maybe $4.99 a dozen. It depends if you get those fancy organic eggs, those free range ones. Oh, good morning, buenos dias. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué sabe? Let's see. Hold on one second. And we start off our day with some patriotism. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, let's get it on. Let's do this. So yeah, I got into a robust argument with one of the comic book creators out there who's he's got the touch of the TDS. They call that Trump derangement syndrome. It's it's like it's got a more of a infection rate than COVID ever had. But whatever, I can respect it at least. He's your boogeyman. He's your big bad. It's like, so sure. I can respect that. I don't have to share your beliefs in order to respect that you have those beliefs. But I'm going on, he's going on about the price of food at like these certain markets in Florida. And he's blaming Orange Man Bad for it. And like, oh, in 7 months he hasn't been able to do blah, 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 woof, woof, yakety, schmackety, all down the line. And I engage in conversation, sure. So this person is actually very left, but also very open to talking to people on the other side. In the middle, me, and people on the right. He will ignore and block and mute those who are just out to aggravate him, but he will engage in conversation with those who are willing to exchange ideas. And that's a good sign because, I mean, I really can't be sold on the notion at this point that progressives actually, that Democrats want to coexist with their opposite numbers, that they don't want to negotiate some kind of peace for the better of all Americans in the nation. I know it's all about vulnerable communities. It's all about Orange Man Bad. He's a dictator. No, he's not. He's definitely trying to overreach as much as he can, sure. But we have a system called the checks and balances. And so far, it's kind of kept him checked in a way, especially with the Supreme Court. So far, but the price of food at marketplace, and the price of food in the marketplace shot up almost 25% between 2019 and 2022. Whose watch was that? We can't call him Sleepy Joe. We'll be respectful to call him President Biden. And so groceries have gone up about almost 6%, since Trump's in office too. So it's like that's bad too. But it's all Orange Man Bad's fault. Sure, if that's how you believe, that's what you want to see. Those are your beliefs. I mean, it's an important tenet of your faith. If God was 5, then the devil is 6. If the devil is 6, if God was 5, it's a Pixies song. This monkey's gone to heaven. Then God is 7. No, if the devil is 6, then God is 7. That's right. Then God is 7. But you need that play of opposites. You need to have a target. You need to, no pun, you need to have the bad guy to your good guy. And so it goes. And that's the thing. So yeah, so food prices. I mean, like, I go food shopping every week. I'm a single person. I pay between $50 and $80 to $90 just for me. Usually getting one tote bag full of stuff, and usually it's like, and I'm a frugal shopper too. Like I'm blessed to have a sales bin. Like there's like a manager special, 50% off of like cuts of steak and stuff. So I'll get those ones, and I'll put them right in the freezer. You know, so my freezer is full of like steak, a rack of ribs, and but yeah, even I'm a frugal shopper, but still, it's like I can only imagine what it must be like for a family of 4, a husband, wife, 2 kids. Wow, imagine that their grocery bill per week, and where does all that come from? Oh, are we still blaming COVID supply chain disruptions? A lot of it has to do with gas prices. You know, is there an angle about raising the living wage? But when you raise the living wage, when you raise minimum wage, prices follow. You know, it's just the way it goes. But yeah, it's once again, Orange Man bad. I'm not saying he's not bad. I'm just saying, like, you know, hey, you know, you got the big bad there, right? And you're Buffy. I know, I'm being mean. And what else? Gerrymandering in Texas. Don't worry, Jasmine Crockett's got her job till 2027. You're gonna have to put up with that broad, like the rest of us. Just imagine her poor husband. I know. And 2 minutes until the train gets here. Anything else on Apolitically Incorrect? But just a bunch of stuff. And like, I don't care about it, because, you know, how's it getting me a date? How does it, like, you know, seriously, what about my needs? You know, yeah, I mean, that's it. Game over. That's it, yeah. Garbage truck. So yeah, that's about it. And have a wonderful weekend. We'll be on Wes's Thinking Critical tomorrow, 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern. I'll have my very own Super Sully Sunday stream, 3 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. And that's about it. The train's on its way. Gonna go to work. I already know a few people's called out sick. I hope I make it through today. If I don't, I love you all. Wish I could have met someone. But I'm not good enough. And that's just the truth. Yeah. So, woe is me, huh? But hey, politics, huh? Well, let's worry about other people. Oh, yeah. That's all I got. So here comes the train. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please mind the yellow safety lines. It's there for your protection. Here comes the train. Cover up the front camera so. Wow, what is that? It sounds like. All right, there's the train. Let's get to work. Happy Friday. All right. Namaste. God bless. Good luck. We'll see you later. Bye.